Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to your Friday night live stream here on the Master Hellish channel, where we'll be doing some OpenTTD today. Oh yes, we have a few things to get through, including obviously the gameplay. So let's pop the Viewer Plus widget back on. There we go. And we'll also, what else we do? Well, that'll do for now. And we'll do the hellos, how do you do's, and the news. We've got a few bits of news items. Of course, there's a poll in the YouTube channel. Good evening, hello, welcome everybody. Laurel says, likes on the stream, people. Yeah, why not? Go for it. Put likes on the stream. And Laurel says if we get 100 likes, they'll do a Viewer Plus sub or two. Well, that'll be fantastic. Thank you very much. Start with a like indeed. Some of our live chat moderators, including Gerard and Steerpipe Sister and DJ Egg, have joined the channel. So hello and welcome, everybody. Train whistle, Thomas. Yeah, let's do that. Where's my whistle? Yeah, I've got my whistle down here. And I've got some related whistle news very soon. But let's get this whistle sorted now. Fantastic. Hello everybody and welcome to Friday night. Now, quick words over recent videos, and this one is brand new today. Yes, I did it. Some people have been thinking it might happen for a while. I've dabbled in OpenLoco with a few different investigation videos and live streams, and now I've started a Let's Play. Isn't that cool? Now, don't worry, we're still going to have OpenTTD on the channel. I've not just defected to the other team. But you could say I'm... What do they say? Playing for both teams or whatever it says. Anyway, I'm doing some OpenLoco. Today's video was good. A little bit behind the scenes on that one. That was actually not the video I originally planned, because I recorded a video and I put it to the preview team, and the sensitive people the people with sensitive listening was like, yeah, this is horrible. And I was like, yeah. There was a technical issue that I tried to fix and I couldn't fix it. So it got binned. This was my second attempt. I changed the concept a little bit. So there you go. OpenLoco. And of course, if you want OpenTTD, we've got this video right here, which is a video made from one of our viewers' games that focuses on the problems that we had with default settings. And of course, more videos coming soon. Yes, OpenLoco. Not a trader. Just yet. Franman says 100 likes and I'll match Laurelils. Yes, okay, cool. So those are the recent videos. Now, tonight, we're not going to do the bonus giveaway target. Bad news. But good news, the reason is I've got 3 giveaways to do anyway. So throughout the live stream, I'll be doing some giveaways. You can access those giveaways on portal.masterhellish.net. And if you don't have an account, you can just create an account on the website for free and then take part in these giveaways, in these sweepstakes, if you choose to do so. Now, those are in addition to the monthly giveaway, which is a Settlers GOG bundle. And I will start one of those giveaways right now. So tonight, we've got a giveaway for Swarm Universe, donated by the developer. We've got a giveaway for Microlandia, again donated by the developer, and we've also got a giveaway for Locomotion. So if you want to try OpenLoco and you haven't got the original files from Locomotion, you want to try and win that giveaway. But first of all, Swarm Universe. Let's get one of these Steam codes up there and start the live giveaway. Again, links in chat, or it should be in chat soon. So there we go. Any crashes yet? We're just doing the hellos, how do you do's, and the news. We haven't started the gameplay yet, but we will do. We will do. So there we go. No wheel tonight saying what our target is, because we've got... What is Swarm Universe then? It's a game. It's a game. From my understanding, and I have played it a tiny bit, it's just a bit of fun. It's a bit of a different game. If you want to win it, take part in the giveaway. Right then, what else? Yes, okay, so the monthly giveaway, we've already talked about that. Now, there are no viewers' games planned at the moment, but who knows, there may be some things coming up soon. Now, one of the things that is coming up soon is we've got a trip at the end of September to a LAN party. I'm going to a LAN party. If you want to go there, maybe be in the same place, it's the same as our York trip that's happening at the beginning of October. So get yourself in the Discord. Where's my button for Discord? There it is. And all of the trips are listed as events in Discord And there's also a thread for each one in the general channel. Now, if you don't shout out and you expect to just walk up into York and be like, where is everyone? It's not going to happen, right? You need to shout out. You need to get involved in the conversation. And you need so that we can account for everybody who wants to meet up on those occasions. And on top of that, we've got an online event coming in September. So on September the 11th, we'll be doing my birthday party-a-thon. We did it last year. It was fun. It went for quite some time, and we're going to do it again. So we're going to start with an hour on the counter, and then we're going to get some goals, some donation goals and things like that. And we're going to up that and play some OpenTTD and play some other games. It's going to be a thing. Kevin says, hello, when are we meeting up? Kevin. Oh, that reminds me. For the people that are in the confirmed list and stuff, there's a spreadsheet and stuff now for all that sort of thing. Is it just OpenTTD or will there be other stuff? So, yeah, so for the party-a-thon, we'll have an OpenTTD game and other stuff. And what we're going to do is the OpenTTD game is going to go for the entire live stream, but I will be dipping in and out with some of the people to do some party games in between. L'Oreal says, I'd love to come to York, but I don't think it's possible. Might be last-minute joiner if I can. Yeah, last-minute joiners are allowed. It just means that if we've booked tickets for a special event and things like that, it might be difficult to, like, get you into that event and things like that. Right. Yes. Brandon loves minecarts, of course. Right, and I think that's about it. The retro counter is up to date. We'll shout out my GOG affiliate because, of course, if you want to go and get yourself Locomotion or any other game, you can support the channel by doing that. Okay, now, one more piece of news before we get on to introducing tonight's guests and the gameplay. And that is, for a while now, you may have noticed I've not been shouting out the Hellish Store. And that is because it's been going through a move and rebuild. So, the Hellish Store was on my website, and it did pretty much everything I had to offer. I have moved a large portion of it for a large number of reasons. One of those reasons was to be able to make it easier for me to be able to manage orders, and another reason is to be able to get those orders out in a fashion in which it goes through customs and things and dots the I's and crosses the T on the paperwork easier and faster as well. So, the address is still the same. You can still go to store.masterhellish.net, but it will take you to the new store, right? Here it is. The new store linky thing, right? So, not only... before I explain more, there is also a digital store. And the reason why there's a digital store is I cannot do Viewer Plus gifting on the new store, right? And all of the problems I had really was with physical goods. So the digital store is Viewer Plus gifting plus all my digital stuff. The new store, that thing that popped up, is everything. The physical stuff and some of the digital ones, but not the Viewer Plus thing. So if you want Viewer Plus, it's the website for gifting and stuff. Or if you want to have a look at the image assets and all of those sorts of things. But if you want any of the physical things, like I said earlier, the train whistles and so forth, it is the new one. And on top of that, but wait, there's more. There's 2 new items on the store to celebrate the launch. So we're celebrating today the relaunch of the store. We're going to give away those games. That's why I have the items here. And one of them is very small. You see, I can roll it in my hands. Did you see it there? You might have seen it pop up on the screen. But it is... Oh, no, not Cam 2 today. It is... Ah, I can do this now. I forgot I've got a new camera. I can do that. It is a Hellish dice. So it's got all the normal numbers that you would have on a dice, except in the number 1 spot, there's no number 1 dot. There is... Where is it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Everything's in reverse on this thing. There it is. It's opposite the 6. There is a Hellish H. Okay, so they're on the store, and you can get them in packs of 1 or packs of 6 at the moment. Yeah, why not on the 6? Because it's 1 symbol, Brandon. So it's 1 symbol. I could do 6 tiny H's, but the resolution would be terrible. It's 1 symbol. So you got 6 dots, 1 symbol. So 1. That's the first thing of the new things. And I think some of you are going to like this new one. Is it properly balanced? It's made of solid wood. And we've got a new tag. We've got the H tag. This is one that I was like, hang on a minute. How have we not got the Hellish logo on a tag? So we've got the Hellish logo on a tag. On the back, it's got the big banner logo. And all tags now come with a chain. It was an optional extra before. What I've done is I've merged it together, reduced the price, and there you go. So all of that is on the new store. You can go check it out if you want to. I know I gently mention this sometimes, but because it's moved and because there's new things on it, there you go. I mean, we thought we'd talk it about a little bit. So just to very quickly recap that. All of the physical things and some of the digital stuff is on the new store. The same address, store.masterhellish.net. There's links on my website to make so you can go there. And if you just want Viewer Plus gift subs, it's the old store, which is now called the digital store.
New Viewer Plus subscriber.
Fantastic. Viewer Plus sub. There we go. PKTRML. I think that's just somebody just squished their keyboard for that username, but thank you very much for your Viewer Plus support. Yeah, so if you want Viewer Plus gift subs, it's the original place. And also all the digital assets are still on there as well. So there we go. If there's any questions, any problems, anybody notices anything missing in any of the descriptions or typos, please log a help ticket on the Discord and we'll take a look at it. But for now, there you go. Right, request delivery in York. I think I can do that. I just need to check the legality of that. I think it's legal for me to personally deliver items. So there we go. And I think that is all the news, including, the big news of the store. So you guys, you regulars, will know what the next thing is on the list. The next thing is to introduce tonight's players, which is, tonight it is Kurt and Aha. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
There we go. Well, at least one person has.
Yeah, it is a Friday.
Okay, so for anybody wondering, you can see in the top left-hand corner who is speaking and when. I believe Aha is the deeper one of the two of you. And also, Kurt is, my voice changes. My voice goes up and down and all over the place. Sometimes it copies sounds and voices that it hears. So it can change. It's a bit weird. I don't know if anybody noticed. So there we go. Also, what's a good idea coming to be? Oh, York delivery. Yeah. Moriarty says, I like both a die and a key tag. They look great. Yes. You've got to remember that not all of the key tags are available because some of them were limited edition. This one is not a limited edition. So the H and the QR code are not limited editions. I don't intend on not having them anymore. Okay, so they should be a reoccurring item on the store. Anyway... yes, welcome, you two. We had a quick chat about what we might or might not do before the stream. Like the live stream suggests in the title, I am going to start a Megaproject. But quickly before we unpause the game, Aha, do you want to just remind the audience how long you've been playing the game, and whether you have any particular style of gameplay or transport that you're interested in?
Okay, so hello. I've been playing the game for way too long, many years, but yeah, I do various bits and bobs. I sometimes like to be competitive, but other times, like probably tonight, I like to just build some nice stuff.
Okay, cool. And Kurt, you been playing since the early days, or you were a more relatively new player?
Relatively new, only started playing at the start of this year, and it was mostly just to try and find something that was a bit more chill. So not really competitive, just something we can sit there, tinker with for a few hours to pass the time without much pressure of playing games that are more faster paced or in your face.
That sounds like a good idea. The problem is that for me, this game can sometimes bake my brain a little bit, and I end up playing games like PUBG in my downtime to chill out. Who would have thought that a third-person shooter Warzone would make me chill out? But that's because a lot of the games that I love the most are very intense, thinky games. So I like a game where I don't have to think as much, where it's more about point and shoot. Okay, yeah, there is tactics, the way we move around and stuff, but that's how I sometimes chill, by playing a different sort of style of game. But I think we're ready to wander straight into the game. We're just going to double check how chat's doing. Okay. So Fran the Man says, so I don't have to order straight away. Could I order closer to the Hellish weekend if I can wait? All right, okay. Hellish weekend people, if you want an order, don't put it in. Don't buy it on the store. Okay? It's okay. Approach me and talk to me about it, and we will work it out, and I will check all legal things and arrange for appropriate method of transaction. Don't use the new store if you are hoping to get a delivery in person. Could one of the moderators say that in the private chat, please, so that everybody in that chat is aware? Right. Okay. I think we've covered everything. We've introduced you guys. So back to the game, and we're going to unpause. For anybody who's relatively new around here, this camera in the bottom left-hand corner, that will scroll to any new vehicles, new stations, or new depots that get created. Does not water count as good conversation? We'll deal with that another time. Why is train 240 whatever lost? Oh no. It's over here again. Is it these depots? The trains are going so fast along this vac tube that by the time I found out where the train is and the notifications come up saying they've lost, I don't know where they were lost on the network. So there we go. Is there a chat/forum for the York meetup thing? There are two. Right, okay, let's go back over this quickly because I think somebody might have missed it at the beginning. Right, there is a thread in the general channel of the Discord. A thread in the general channel. That's kind of to show your interest and generally talk about the event. For people who are confirmed to be going, there is a private chat on Discord. So you need to confirm you're going, and then you get brought into the private chat. But then there's a public chat for all the other bits and bobs. Okay, carry on. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the world map. Right, we're going to have a look at the world map, and we're going to do some thinking here first. Yeah, I said what I would like to do is build some hubs and then connect them together, and it's probably going to be a bit of a pain, but I'm going to try it anyway. So let's do a little bit of drawing, shall we? So here's the world map, and what I want to do is kind of look for some spaces that haven't really been built up that much. So there's a whole group of buildings here. Whole group of towns, sorry. There is a bit of a gap around here where we could potentially put something in. I'm seeing another big gap here where something could be added to the network. There's a bit of a gap kind of like up here, but it's just a hill. There is a collection of buildings here, but they're inside one of the loops, so I'm not 100% sure about that. So I think what I might do, I might start with these three locations and then maybe try and find a fourth, perhaps around here. And the idea is to connect all the towns with maybe Metro or something, bring it to a central hub, and then probably vac it between the different hubs. Now, I just need to refresh my memory. Actually, I kind of like the circles that I've drawn. Hopefully I can remember it. What was your plan for tonight's live stream?
Okay, so kind of a throwback to the previous time I joined. I had 3 ideas for that stream, and 2 of them have been done already by now. And one of them is, as far as I can see, not a thing yet. So
what on earth is this? This giant square?
No, that's not me.
Okay.
You weren't supposed to find that yet.
Well, it's a big, giant brown patch in the middle of the world. I think I'm going to be finding it. We'll get to you in a second, Kurt. Jeez. Right. So, is it a secret? This thing that you're planning on doing?
I
or-
mean, you will quickly find out.
Okay.
It is quite the opposite of what I did last time, because last time I believe I did something like what was it? 150 airports connected
you
by
added a significant
700
amount of airports. Yes.
With
See me
double
after
the
class,
money.
says chat. Oh dear. What are the finances? The finances we got at 105 billion in the bank, so I think we're okay.
So yeah, it is not a mega project.
It's not a mega project. Okay. I'm going to attempt to a mega project. The thing is, though, Kurt, what are you playing at? Because whatever you're playing at is more or less where I was going to put my hub station. So what's this all about?
This might be a bit of a mega project. It would probably be worth checking back in about, I don't know, maybe about an hour to see how it's gone.
Right, okay. In that case, I won't build directly where I was, which was going to be somewhere around here. Let's see, what's that town name? Let's get the towns back on the... There we go. It was going to be near Laughing Borough Bridge. But what I'll do is I'll move across a little bit, and I will go in this area around here. Yeah, I think Little Trenfingford and so forth might be a good idea. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to level the top of this hill. Okay, we don't need this. More giant brown patches. There we go. We might need to get rid of some other bits and bobs down here. And there we go. Kevin says, Kurt, are you aware you have about 2 hours? I think 3 hours is the standard length for these live streams these days. Remember, folks, if you missed the beginning, we've got some giveaways going on at the moment. We've got Swarm Universe game code. Then we're going to have a Microlandia giveaway and a Locomotion giveaway. So there we go. Yes, so this is where I'm going to put my station roughly, my big mega train station. I can't remember what is the station spread. Let's have a look in the advanced game options. Let me see. Maximum station spread is 15 tiles. 15? How many platforms shall I build? Is game sound too loud? Oh, hang on, we're in the wrong view. Boop. There we go. Oh, never seen by day wants a train whistle. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, if I put my finger over one of the holes, it changes it. Oh, Das wants one as well. Are they different tones? I never noticed before. Sort of. You can't play it like a musical instrument. I think... I don't know. 6 is probably... If I do double 6... Yeah, let's do double 6, length 12. I think the maximum length of the trains is 10, right? So I think we're going to go with dedicated high-speed railway. No. This is going to have to be vac tube, isn't it? Ooh. This could get a little expensive then. Right, coverage area. Drag and drop. This direction. I don't actually know where this is going, but we'll figure it out at some point. So if I do 15... Do we have IS British station set for vac tube? I think we do. Yes, we have British station set for vac tube. Nice. Okay, so we can put slopey platforms and buffer stops on the back. There we are. You get the tubey bit in the middle. We can do some more decoration on that soon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the slopey bits. What is the official name of a slopey bit on a platform? I don't actually think I know. Is there a... I mean, there's bound to be a proper name for the slopey bit on a platform, right? Surely somebody in chat would know. Yeah. Right. Oh no, Steerpipe Sister's drinking the wrong things again. That's not clever. So at the front of the station, we're going to divide each platform up into pairs. We're going to divide them up into pairs. There we go. And then each 3 sets of pairs are going to be divided up as well. Now, what is the polarity of this railway line going to be? I think we're going to drive on the left. So that's what I'm going to sort out now. Now, the length of these trains, I think maximum length is 10. So we want to be able to get lines going this way that are linked up. And then if I remember correctly, we can do a tunnel here and a tunnel there. Yeah, I think that should do it. No, not there. Yep, there we go. Now, tunnels are okay for VacTube, but you do not want bridges, because they just slow them down terribly. So this bit here wants to be a maximum of 10. And then we want to bring it together for each of the tunnels. There we go. So we've got our in and we've got our out. There's been a plane crash already. We haven't had a train crash in a little while, have we, chat? Not sure how long it's been. Ramp at the end, end ramp or platform ramp, says Fran the Man. Ramp does sound like the right word, doesn't it? Let's see. Now, let's put the other section in. So we're going to have 2 different terminus sections, and whether we have junctions at other points in the railway line, I have no idea. I don't know if this is a good idea. I am wondering what these 2 are up to, because neither one of them really wanted to tell me very clearly exactly what their little plans were.
Hey.
Yes, and the little evil giggles as well is slightly telling. Oh dear. More plane crashes. Yes, without just disabling them, there is not really anything you can do about them, so... Never mind. There we go. Oh, no. Got to make sure that this connects up properly. So, Open Loco. Do people want to see me take on the next challenge? Because in theory, I was going to do another video in that series and take on the next challenge of train goodness. What do you mean not suitable? Oh, there's a piece of track there. What? What's going on? I know, I'll just blow it up and put it back in. There we go. Put some signals every 3 tiles. Okay, I've got 1 station in. Now, one of the problems I've got is I completely forgot about the station spread. So that one is maxed out at 15. This is 12. And when 15 minus 12 isn't much, it's only 3. Which means we're not going to have a lot of room for arrivals. Oh, why is train 1096 lost? No idea. But it's... Oh. No, depots are far enough away from the junction by the looks of it. Oh well, never mind. We'll just leave that. I'm sure it's fine. You'd like to see how Open Loco goes for the other scenarios? Yeah. My plan was to pick 1 scenario from each of the difficulty levels, so we'll see how that goes, right? Now, Brandon says, a sloping ramp at the end of a train station platform is simply called a platform ramp. These were associated with barrow crossings or something? Okay. Oh, barrow crossings, yeah. The way where they wheel luggage across the track, yeah. There's no signals at the end of the platform at that station. Oh no, where was it? Over here? Here. Oh, there doesn't need to be. This is fine. That's fine. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh, have we got a new station going in? Ooh, I see this new station. I think that's you, Aha, isn't it? There's some...
I've built around 20 stations already.
Oh my goodness. Where are you? Oh, you're up on that hill. I did mention that hill near the beginning. Anyway, where's my station gone? Well, I was working on. Here it is. You can see it from space. So I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to remove the back of the station. Oh no! Oh, fiddlesticks. Well, I guess I'm building that again. Oh no! Silly me. Right, we'll try that again. There you are, the station's back. Yeah, I didn't use the remove tool. I just absolutely annihilated the whole thing. But it's fine. I will just do a drag and drop on the station platform ramps and on the back bits again. There we go. So now it's one block smaller that way. We can get a 3 metro, or maybe more. Yeah, more, because we'd be smaller. Hellish messed up this stream. That's just one, right? We can probably go a little bit further. So, metro. If we have lines coming in like this, we can have like a 5-length station and a corner, or maybe a 3-length station and a corner. I just realized on this camera we need to turn the sound off. I don't know if you guys can hear the effects volumes from that one, but it's I can, and it's loud. So that's 4. Yes, 4. And then if we go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Everything's crashing. I want the stations to be transparent. There we go. And then the edge of the station's there. Good. So the idea here that I'm trying to formulate is that we can have a number of metro rows around the edge. Do you know what? I didn't actually think this through before doing it today, but never mind. OpenTTD feature request. Deleting stations with more than 3 types of platform requires confirmation. Nah, I think people just need to do it properly. Right, metro. Let's do standard platforms for metro on the outside. There we go. So I have 6 metro drop-off stations. Now, whether these go one-to-one with local towns, I have no idea. Yeah, metro. So if we come in here and unhide the stations, we've got metro platforms around the outside. And that is just one massive station. Yeah. So we might do some trams somewhere at some point, but yeah. Chat's like, hang on a minute, that was a mistake. Nobody counted it. Yes, I almost got away with that one. Right. So now my question is hang on a minute. Why is my watch going crazy? Oh, because people have been in and out the front door. Let's put my watch on charge. There we go. So now, yeah, now my question is, which towns shall I get that going to, or shall I build the kind of like the sister station? I think I should start connecting things up. The symmetry is very enjoyable. I suppose it does have a good degree of symmetry about it, right? These corners are tighter than those ones, though, because of the length of the station. But what's this? This is length 6, and that's length 4. So I could make these ones length 4 and bring them in closer. Yeah, I know that it goes into a steel factory. We can just put a tunnel under it if we need to. Now, I'm a little bit worried about what's happening here. No, let me rephrase that. I'm very worried about what's happening over here. Kurt, have you gone crazy with hexagons?
Oh.
So, yeah, it's kind of like an expansion to the roundabout. I've been thinking and planning a magic roundabout.
Has somebody been going to Milton Keynes? Oh, hang on a minute. Did I miscount?
I have traversed it.
Oh, hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they're octagons. They're not hexagons.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, chat. Yes, I didn't count. I just saw a shape with corners. I was like, oh, hexagons. No, octagons. You are very much correct. Yes. It's a train trap. It certainly looks like it. Yeah. What you could do is do a business going to that sawmill that is absolutely horrendous, like really, 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 really bad, and it might close down quicker. I'm not sure whether that's true or not. Be interesting to know whether that's the case.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to start building some metro.
I did almost have this finished, but then when I went to do the very last one, I realised that industry was in the way. So I had to blow it all up and move everything over a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you had to come blamo. Right, I want dual track here. So, they're 2x4s. These stations. So we'll put a 2x4 station in that town. We'll put a 2x4 station in this town. So that's one connected to there, one connected to there. I guess we'll go... Almost certainly going to have one over here. So that is 1, 2, 3, and we can have 6. So let's put one over here. Oh, no, go away. We don't want that right now. That's 4. Let's put one down here at Tanfield. That's 5. Where shall the 6th one be? I think it's going to have to be down here at Rinston. Okay. Now I need to sort these out. Train whistle, Batsman Smith. Okay, let's have another train whistle. Here we go. Fantastic. There we go. Thank you. And if everybody wants to look at the train whistles on the Hellish Store, oh, the store is now online, and you can now do such a thing. Along with the new things that are on there. Now, which way round are we going with this one? We're coming out this way. So let's do it like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. So we have one signal going in and one signal coming out. If anybody's not realised yet, I am really just trying to work this out as I'm going along. I haven't got much of a clue. My whole idea was I'm just going to do some sort of mega project, and then when we started tonight, I was like, I think I want to do like a really big hub to another really big hub, and then maybe that would go to another really big hub. I don't know. So that's kind of just what I've been doing. And figuring it out as I'm going along. There we go. Right. How long's that? 5. Fantastic. There we go. And then we're going to have to turn around here. But Metro turns around quite easily. So let's do 3. Get rid of this river. It's full of evil fish anyway. And then we'll do a bit of connecting up. I think I'll keep that straight. Well, that's one loop done, but I just need to put the signals in down there and the signals in down there. Now, obviously, that's going to need depots and trains. We can tell. Yeah. Master Hellish, the train whistle is neat, but too bad I can't get it, mainly because I don't live in the UK. Nothing to do with living in the UK. That is a global store, not a UK store. Right, now I need to go to this one. There we go. You should make... Hang on. You should make a per stream counter. How many rivers filled with evil fish has been blown up. There is actually a game script that somebody created around working out rivers and blowing up of evil fish, right? But I haven't looked at that script. Maybe it's something that we need to do in a video. Have a go at the evil fish challenge. Okay. Let's do a diagonal that gets past this industry. Oh my goodness. Kurt, you're melting my brain. Are you working off? Are you working off some sort of blueprint or something like that?
I'd be lying if I said no. I have actually sketched this out this week on a piece of paper sat next to me with all the dimensions and where everything goes.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy. I don't think I could do that. Well, actually, no. I've done things like that before. So, yeah. Am I going to have room to get past this industry? Oh no, I need to get one more tile out. Alright, I think I thought her. I must have misheard somewhere. Yeah, it's a global store. Now, there may be restrictions for certain countries for various reasons, but it's not just a UK store, it's a global store. Right, now let's have this go out length 3 or 4. Let's do 4. It's not going to be perfectly efficient, but it'll be pretty close. Yeah, I like that. Oh, this is coming together quite nicely. Yeah. I've got a funny feeling, but by the time that hang on a minute, you're not a member of the Mystic Arts, are you? You're not a friend of Doctor Strange. You're not going to do this, and then the middle of the map is going to turn into a different climate and do a portal to another universe.
No, I'm not trying to yeah.
Not trying to warp reality or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
Change it into Thailand.
Change it into Thailand.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be terrible. By the way, folks, has everybody voted? Because I think the voting's closed today. Has everybody in chat? How many of you are there? There's over 100 of you in chat. Have all 100 of you voted? You need to cast your vote. There we go. Oh, no. I don't know what to do about that. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring the land height out until these connect up. Yes. Right. They think you might be trying to summon demons. That's chat's current theory. No, I don't like that. I don't like that angle. It looks weird. What was that pop-up? I missed it. There we go. Right. How can I do this? Yeah, I think that'll do. Is that better? Going up or down land when you're trying to do diagonal tracks is usually rather tricky. Shall I put the metro under this factory? I think I will, because I've got to go down in land height anyway. There we go. Stargate. You building a Stargate? Now, what sort of Stargate? That's the question. There's the Stargate from the TV show Stargate. And then also, there's the Stargates in various other things. And there's also the Stargates in The Last Starship. Ah, that's a good point, actually. I meant to go and have another go of that game. Because they're still doing updates. There we are. Right. Oh, did I do signals down the line? There we are. Let's do signals down the line. Get get some signals down the line here as well. And I've done signals down the line there. Wow, that's not too bad actually. I've done a few. I'm not happy about how kinky this is. Like, it seems unnecessarily so. So, let me see what I can do about it. Let's bring this in closer. Actually, if I just do this, I think I'd feel quite happy about that. But then... Yeah, that works fine. Oh, that's so much better. God, I like it when things come together like that. There we go. Yeah. Get rid of the evil fish. I mean, I'm not sure there's any evil fish in that river. We can have bridges when it comes to... Oh my goodness. How many entrances to this junction? Is it 8 different entrances?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, 8. Yeah.
And where are they going?
Well, at the moment, nowhere. It was like, design the roundabout first and then work out where they're going to go later.
Yeah, I do that. I have that problem sometimes. I'll go, oh, I'll build a railway line out, and I'll start building it in a direction. And think, well, actually, where is it going to connect to? And I have to go and find somewhere. Oh, dear. Oh, well, never mind. Aha, how is your master plan coming along over there?
It's actually going quite well.
Oh, no.
I think I've connected all of these stations that I built. I mean, there's still a lot of infrastructure missing, but I've put quite a bit of infrastructure. 2,220 pieces of track, to be precise.
That's a lot. Oh, no, they hate me. The local authority hate me. I only want to get rid of one bit of road, I think. Oh, no, it's a church. Ah. Yeah, they often want to really not like you about churches. Let's try adding loads of trees. They think I'm good? Nope, still won't let me remove a church. They still only think I'm good. Well, not much I can do about that. I think we're going to have to bribe them. Now, oh no! I think that might be the first bribe of the stream. And I got discovered. Have either of you two done any bribing yet?
Nope.
Nope.
I went old school and did some trees.
What are the chances of the first bribe of the live stream being the actual... Oh, instant karma chat saying, that's not fair! Chat, it's not fair at all. Oh, dear. Right, well, I guess I'm not going to knock the church down then. I'll put a wiggle in the track. I had somebody recently ask, what's the difference between a wiggle, a mega wiggle, and a kink? I couldn't answer that question. I have no idea. Do we need to classify types of wiggles? Do we need a wiggle classification system? There we go. What's that? Then 3. There we go. I don't know how much that goes in there. There we are. Perfect. Remember the bribing shenanigans from last season 12 stream? Yeah, I guess. Corrupt. Huh? What? DJX says, the chances are the same as any other bribe. Depends how you phrase the question. It's one of those things in maths that seems relatively straightforward, but again, it depends on context. So if the question is, if I do a bribe at the beginning of the stream, what are the chances that I'll get found out? And if I do the last bribe of the stream, what are the chances I'll get found out there? The chances are exactly the same. But if you phrase the question something along the lines of, let me see. I'm going to bribe towns until I get found out. What are the chances the first bribe is the one that gets found out? Right? So sometimes the framing changed the maths a little bit. But yeah, the odds were the same. But also, I don't know what those odds are. So my question of what are the odds is still very much a valid question. I think somebody said it was like 1 in 16 at some point. I don't know how true that is. I didn't do the signals. There we go. There we go. Signals down there. Egg's like, do I have to look into the code? No, you don't have to look into the code. We'll just wait until one of the developers pops onto Twitch and starts telling us the answers to the questions. There we go. I think that'll be okay. Google says it's about 1 in 15. Is that Googling or is that the AI summary of a Google? Because that is two very different, possibly useless things. Because how good AI summaries are very much often depend on how popular something is. Because if it's not very popular or not very known, then it doesn't do well. And if it doesn't know, it won't say, I don't know. It will take a guess and pretend it knows. There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Both the AI summary and a couple of posts on forums. Ooh, just called David Newton. I spoke to David the other day. Guess what it was about? Does anybody know what it might be about? Yeah. Yes. Chat says, I think what you're getting at, Hellish, is that people asking, what are the chances of getting found out twice in a row? But usually what people mean is, when they ask, is, what are the chances of getting found out twice in a row out of 20 bribes? Yeah. Was it about AI? Collaboration? Not as such. Not as such. Right, well, I think I have done the basics of one of the hubs. So, I need another hub. We're laying the foundations in here. So, I'm kind of getting the design of what I want and how I want to do it. We're going to have some trams in the town. And really, I should have done them first. Oh, no. Why didn't I do the trams first? I bet my local authority ratings... yeah, look. Appalling. I can't do trams there. What about over here? What's my local authority rating? Appalling. What about over here? Oh, very poor. Oh, it's not appalling at least, but this one is very poor as well. This one... that one's mediocre, actually. That's not too bad. And that one's appalling. So, as a general rule, they think I'm appalling, and now I can't just do it. Yep. Trees. Get your bribing pen out. The next 19 bribes are for free. Your rating will slowly just go back to normal over time, I believe. Oh, I can see that depot being put in there. Let's go and have a look over. I think it was Aha that was doing that. Let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, yes. Oh, this is not the track type that I thought it was. But I've noticed now, because the track types do look relatively similar, right? Okay. There is some slight differences, but look, that's standard rail. Then you've got the electric rail, which, unless you've got the bit going over the top, the electric wires, it's a bit difficult to tell the difference. High speed does look a little different. Obviously, Metro looks very different with that big yellow bit. But what doesn't look quite so different is narrow gauge. Narrow gauge looks very much like the first two, maybe even a slightly lighter version, but it is closer. Now, we're going to end the live giveaway for Swarm Universe. So let's see who wins that. And the winner is Thomas.
Fantastic.
Congratulations, Thomas. You'll get an email with your prize to claim, and you must claim it within 25 days. And what we'll do is we'll start another live giveaway. So that was for Swarm Universe. This one is for Microlandia. So let's make sure we do the right tick box. There we go. Start a new live giveaway. And there we go. So if you want to take part in that giveaway, head over to portal.masterhellish.net. Now, if we had roughly 20 people enter that giveaway and roughly 20 people enter the second giveaway, what is the odds that Thomas will win both? Well, the odds of one person winning both and a specific person winning both changes depending on the situation, because now the first giveaway's been done and we're saying, what is the chance of Thomas winning the second one? Well, that'll be like 1 in 20. Because we've already pre-selected Thomas. That doesn't actually come into the odds. See, Gerard was like 1 in 400. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what most people jump to. They'd be like, oh, what are the chances he's going to win again? But that first person could have been anyone. So it's actually 1 in 20. What are the chances that the winner of the first giveaway wins the second giveaway? Is different. Because the first person is always determined as the winner no matter who it is. So if you randomly selected somebody from the first giveaway before you selected the winner, like say Brandon, and said, hey, what's the chances that Brandon will win both giveaways? Then it becomes like 1 in 400 because Brandon might not win the first one. But if Brandon wins the first one and we say, oh, what's the chances of him winning the second one as well? That is then 1 in 20. The maths is interesting. We've talked about that a few times and I geek out on it a little bit. Aha, what are you doing here? You've got some sort of hillside narrow gauge railway going on.
Yep. It's basically a thing I did once on the community server, and it was fun to do. So.
Oh, you've got passing places. Okay, I thought this was a single loop round by the looks of it, but oh no, there's no passing places. Are you working on that? Is that?
Yeah, but that's still a work in progress.
Very good. This is the sort of thing that will look very nice when it's done, especially when it's all integrated, especially if you turn the trees back on. Because then it kind of goes in through the countryside and round, and I'm not quite. Yeah, and I like how you've followed the contours of the land, so that's nice and cool. Okay, it looks like. Oh yeah, it looks like Kurt is still trying to summon Toyland.
Yeah, I'm just putting the signals in. I've learnt from some of the optimizations we did on the previous roundabout about only really putting the signals a train length apart so that they're not got the possibility of jamming up any junctions.
Yeah, you can still get deadlock, but if you've got your signal lengths like that amount apart, then if a train is waiting for a signal ahead of it, it doesn't always block behind it. So that's what's going on there. Chat says here, I just found out you can run reshade in OpenTTD. Oh, and some anti-aliasing. Change the colours and much more with 0 performance hit. Okay, that's a weird thing. Yeah. This is all assuming you just don't pick the winners yourself. Yes, so for anybody who knows about how the winners are picked, I have a tool. It's the same tool that you guys click a button to enter into, and it picks a random person from the list and displays it on my screen. So not only does it pop up on the live stream, it pops up at the top of the page as soon as I click the button. I don't think there's any sensitive information on that page, so I should be. I could probably show you guys that. But I've basically got 3 buttons that says re-announce the giveaway, announce its ending soon, and end the giveaway. And it tells me the name, when it was started, and how many people have entered the giveaway. I don't even know who's entered the giveaway from that screen. I have to go down to the bottom of the screen to see the list of entrants. So in theory, I could sit here refreshing the screen until I see Brandon entering the giveaway and then do the giveaway. That's the play. That's probably the closest thing. It is there for debug purposes to make sure that everything's all working as expected. Right. Well, we've done this junction, this node here, and we've had a bit of a chat. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to name this intersection after a viewer plus subscriber, and then we'll build the next one. Now, let me know in chat whilst we're picking the lucky viewer plus subscriber, if you think I should use a different design or attempt to do the same design in the other node. So, let's spin the wheel on viewer plus subscribers who are live in chat, and then we'll name the junction after them. There we go. So these are all the viewer plus subscribers who are in the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat. You can see Squally flying around there, and Laralul's on there too. And oh, Brandon, it was so close. Oh dear. I think, is that Sucker? There we go. We're going to have to name this after you. Now, what that does is it puts it over in the moderator chat. So we've got a record of who got that wheel spin on their name. I'll just make sure that that comes through. And there we go. Fran the Man says, we're halfway to our target of 100 likes on the stream. Oh, Brandon. Poor Brandon. So close, and yet so far.
Can Sega have that named after her? Because she does technically already have something named after it in here.
What? Oh, do we already have a name? Okay, let's go into the sign list. Do we already have that then, do we?
Well, she's also Devil's Gardener, because that's my wife. Sit next door.
With two different names?
Yeah, she's got one for YouTube and one for signing up on the Hellish site.
Right. I don't know whether that would be allowed if it's a different name. I think we can go with it. Because I'm not seeing the name on the list. Yeah. Devil's Gardener's like, I'm things. Yeah, so I think the wheel will show your website name, like it gets it gets converted. Because it can't show both. And it has to pick one. What was the name? Seika.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it in the list, actually.
No, she's got the Devil's Good hub.
Oh, right. Should we do a re-roll then, everybody? Oh, okay.
She's not gonna. She's not gonna be happy with me pointing that out.
No. Oh, Devil's Drop Off.
Yeah.
Let's. Oh, that's a very big goods hub. Here we go, chat. Here we are. Look at this. Brandon's like, oh, it's totally going to land on me now. Yes. Okay, right, fine, okay. But this time, right, we do one re-roll. But if it lands on somebody who's already got it, that's it, we do it. I'm not going to re-roll all night. So let's do a roll. And we'll see what we can get going on in there. Oh, I clicked the wrong button or something. Bear me a second, folks. I've just got to mark something as important. Right, who was it? Andy Holes. I'm pretty sure they've got their name in the game already as well. Oh, this is fun. Right. Eh? Oh, that's not working. Hang on, folks. I've got a bit of an error going on here. There we go. There's a lot of viewer plus in the chat tonight. Yes. DJ's like, I got a high-speed line? When? You must have done. Let's see. Where's... Is there an egg one on the list? I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, that one will come through in a minute. Here it is. Right. Where's I don't think we got Andy. Oh, it doesn't matter whether we got Andy in the list anyway. And Holt stands like Holt. Right? So this should be Andy Holt. The Andy Holt hub? Maybe? I think so. Let's rename. So there we are. The Andy Holt Hub. Yeah, Fran the Man's got an entire island named after them. So for anybody who is relatively new or might be confused, there's a few different ways to support the channel. The main ways are Twitch subs, YouTube channel memberships, and Viewer Plus. Where Viewer Plus is kind of like a Patreon, but it's my own thing on my website. So there's no company taking a cut, and you can support me directly. Now those are the three main ways you can support me, but there are also a bunch of other ways on my website, and some of those ways are free. So you can, I press the wrong button. That goes to my schedule. Where's the support button? Viewer Plus, web schedules, play with. Oh, here it is. Right. So you can go to the website, click the support button in the menu, and a bunch of those ways are free, and also more information about all those other stuff as well. Right. So, what did chat say about the hub thing? I think we all got caught up on who the wheel was going to land on. I think we're going to build almost exactly the same thing on the other. Oh my goodness, what is that? Kurt, that's you, isn't it? A massive, great big line, a massive, great big hole through a hillside.
Oh yeah.
So we've got two very different styles of play right now. We've got one person who's building a nice narrow gauge railway following the contours of the land, using bridges, very nice looking bridges, following the landscapes, little tunnels, bits around. Oh, there's some vehicles already going along the line, nice little narrow gauge line, up, round and through, working with the hillside. And then on the other side of the coin, we have Kurt. He's just dug a mega line through the middle of a hillside. Two very different ways of handling the situation. Yes.
Well, it's either that or like a massive tunnel again.
You could have gone round the hill. You could have gone round it. Anyway, very good. I'm going to have a drink of water because it's getting hot. I was trying to look at what the temperature was on my thing, but it's already gone. Yeah, there we go. What time are we at? Okay. So is that second giveaway going? Let's just double check that. We do want that giveaway running. Yes. So we've had 8 people enter the Microlandia giveaway so far. So now I'm going to try and build a hub somewhere else. And I think I was going to look at doing it around here. We've got a load of wood and goods going through this area. Let's have a little look at the map of the world. Oh no, it wasn't down there. It was more over here. But there's a lot of water in the way there. Oh my goodness, look, that's what it looks like on the map. You've got your weird hexagonal thing going on there. And then you've got my, almost looks like computer chip thing going on. Yeah. You went back and downloaded Viewers Game number 1 as a fun little map. Oh my goodness, Viewers Game 1 was a long time ago. Yeah, if you go to my website, there's a download section on the website where you can download many of the older map things. Oh no, this area around here is all hilly. Oh, it wasn't that area I was going to do, I think? Here it is. This is where I want to do it. Near Muntwood. So, there's more room for a mega station here. I suppose I could go to the other side of Hendingham. Yeah, let's do it there. There we go. Hills, nothing Kurt can't fix, says chat. Brandon says, hills are nothing when you have money. That's not true. You've got the antennas on the top, which, you know, limit you. Right. Let's get a drag on drop on this station. Now, originally I did, I think I did 6 by 15, and then I wanted to shorten it by 1. So let's do 6 by 14. And then I'll see if it'll let me put the stops in the end. The buffer stops. Yep. And then I'll try and get it to put the ramps on the end of the platform. Good. Now, I think nobody mentioned particularly whether they were interested on me doing particular designs. So let's try and do what I did before. So that can be 4 there. Nope. What do you mean station's too spread out? Oh, is it 12? That's 14. 15. Oh, it's that piece over there. Right, yeah. Let's get the right way around. Go in remove mode this time rather than taking out the entire station. There we go. Much better. And that looks good to me. Right, metro out there. Okay, fantastic. 64% of viewers right now. 64%. I think we're going to have a train crash tonight. Are you insulted by that, Kurt, or?
No, it's a good shout.
It's probably going to happen, so why not, eh?
I mean, we are doing weird things, so...
Yeah, I suppose. There we are. I've done a little station again. You like how the vac tube is clipping into the station? Oh, yeah. So instead of it being like a full tube, it's like a vac dome. Can we see that a little closer up? There we go. I've got my button to do it, I think. There we go. So it's just clipping into the bottom of the station there. Yeah, there's usually a very high amount of people that think we're going to have a train crash. So there we are. Okay, what's next? I guess I've got to put all of the stations in for the metro. So let's do that. So it's going to be a 2x4 track again. I will do one over here. Can I get one on this side of that airport? That'd be quite... Oh no, I bet the airport's got no passengers though. Oh no, there's hundreds of passengers there. That's fine. Well, let's do the same here then. We'll have a metro on the end of that airport. So that's 3 on that side. And then I guess... Which of these 3 should we do? We've got 4 different towns there. Should we do the 3 that's the furthest away? Or the 3 that's the... I think the 3 that's the closest. Yeah, let's do that. So 1 there. 1 there, which is going to be a bit weird, but I'll try and figure it out. And then... 1 there. Again, I forgot to do trams. Why did I forget to do trams? The poll says train crash tonight. So yes, I would like a train crash. It doesn't say, do you think there'll be a train crash? I think the question mark implies it. The reason why you watch. Oh dear, fantastic. Well, we're going to end the poll now, so we'll find out later if 64% of you was right or not. Woo! We got stuff going around on the network. How many trains have you got? Oh, there's quite a few metro trains moving around. I'm seeing 5 going through just that one station already. So that one's going to go to that signal. And then once it clears the signal, a train can enter that block. Narrow gauge, not metro, Hellish. Oh yeah. I've been doing so much metro recently that I've got metro on the mind. Yes. Oh. Viewers game only has an end game save, but you can use the console command to restart it. Restart current command thing. Otherwise, it just starts a new game with the same parameters. The restart command the restart command doesn't work. You have to have exactly the same variables and setup as when the game was created. Otherwise, it regenerates based on current settings. If you want to know more about that, I made a video about how I saved my Season 13 game save, and you can go... You can. That's on the channel if you want to check that out. I feel like if I don't start building track between my hubs soon, I'm not going to have room to put it in, but I'll figure it out. So, Kurt's in the middle of connecting up... What are you calling these? Spirals? Bits? Spokes? I think spoke is probably it's a spoke.
Spokes,
Yeah. Spoke number 2. There is the option for more spokes, but it looks like for now, you're just going to concentrate on the corners, right?
Yeah, well, I realised that despite my best plans, there may be a flaw trying to go on the edges, in that wherever I was placing the spokes to go in, it was actually clipping for the signals, making it just one length too short for a length train that I've got in mind. So I thought I'll do the corners and I'll come back to solving that problem later.
The sawmill's gone. The sawmill's gone.
Oh, both the industries that were in there have gone.
Yeah, well spotted, chat. Train 224 is still lost. Is it just 224 that keeps popping up? Let's go have a look at that one. Train 224. Let's have a look at its orders. So its orders are to go between this station here and this station here. And it's saying it now. It says it can't reach it. Is it because it has to go down a line to come back again? It is. I think it's some... I don't know where it is now. Oh, it just went through this junction. It's going over the slow bridge and it's going into the station. So it's coming from down here? Well, it should be able to get there. It seems to be able to get back. Right, should we follow it? So it goes into the station. Then it wants to go back. It can't go back. So it goes forward. It goes into that depot and stops and then can't reach it. Okay. Yeah. So is it going into that depot because it has to? And it's going down to the end of the line and turning round. It's because there's no way for the train to go back the way it came, and the orders just want it to. And it's trying to. Yeah. New industry coming in 3, 2, 1. So what we're going to do... there seems to be a waypoint there. I'm not quite sure why. Is we will give it the option to exit backwards. And that should fix it. Although, if we're doing that, you need signals on the end of the platform pointing in. So let's do that. There we go. So now... Oh, it's in here. Oh! So it's when it overflows over into this... that it's supposed to be using this small platform, but it can't always do it. Right. So it's when any of those small ones do that, I think. There we go. Let's follow it. Maybe the waypoint into the terminus would help. A waypoint into the terminus would help. Whoever built this was obviously thinking, oh, well, what we'll do is we'll make it go into this small one. I see it just did it then. But now, because I've put the switch track in, it should turn around and go backwards. Yeah, there we go. So at least it won't get lost now. Right. I can't remember what I was doing. Oh, yeah, I was working on a hub. Where was my hub? Where was my mega station? Where was it? Oh, no, I've lost it. It was around here somewhere. There it is. Hellish fixed a thing. A semi-fix. Yeah, it's mostly fixed. Now, the problem here is that... Yeah, Hellish... This isn't a fixing stream. I wasn't planning on counting them. The problem over here is that we're going to go across the vac tube line. And it might actually be worth... Oh, dear. I don't know, actually. This is... Concerning's the wrong word. Intriguing. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Because we're going to have to get the vac tube going over as well. Okay, we've got a bus who's got terrible profit. Well, that's the point. I don't think the hover vehicles are going to come out right. Laralel says, another 35 likes for the stream, and they'll do a Viewer Plus gift sub. Like, oh, what? When was that industry there? It probably was always there, right? Am I doing left-hand drive? I can't remember. Okay. So, in's on the bottom. In on the bottom. Where is the bottom of my station? I should really make a note of remembering where my train station is. There it is. So we're coming in here. Then we've got the crossover. Same there. In. Crossover. In. Down. Across. Across. Connect. Then down here like this. And down there. And down there. I think this will be okay. I'm not 100% sure. Let's get that crossover in. Length 10. Connect them together. I think we're okay. I think I'll just be able to get a tunnel in and just go straight under the metro. I can't put a tunnel there. Let's put a tunnel in here. Also, I need to fix the metro. It'd be nice if you could, like, shortcut particular track types, I guess. So if you're switching between a couple of main types of track quite regularly... Oh my goodness. I nearly built a tunnel massively in the wrong direction then. So that one's alright. I think it's going to be the next one that's going to be a pain. Let's have a look. Brandon says, I was looking through the counters. What was the quirky things found from? That was from when we did a live stream of Simutrans. I was actually having a look at that live stream today, looking to think if there was any clips that we want to take from it for shorts and things. Didn't really see much, but if you guys want to make any clips for... Oh, no, that's on the wrong side. There we go. If anybody wants to make any clips using YouTube and so forth, the YouTube don't actually have a clip feature anymore. But what you can do is just get the share button, and use the share starting at feature. And if you share a link in the clips channel on the Discord, using that starting at, and just tell us how, you know, what the clip is and what's going on. I give it a bit of a history. I don't know. I don't know what the word is I'm trying to find here, but there is a word. There we go. Give it a bit of a description. That's probably a better word. And then people will be able to enjoy the clips that you shared in there. Right. Okay, I've got the track going into the station. I've got one of the metros hooked up. I might have to move it. Yeah. JGR has a picker tool. Yeah, picker tool might be good. Context. Yeah, context. That's a good word. Context is always good in those situations. Okay, let's do... You know what? I just realised I haven't put any depots on my other metro. At all. 0 depots. Probably not a good thing. So I'm going to have to sort that out at some point. We have more plane crashes. I wish there was like upgrades you could do to buildings to like increase safety records and things like that. Well, I just connected that up to completely the wrong thing. Oh dear. Yeah, that was a mistake. You can count that if you want to. There we go. That's what is supposed to happen. Oh my goodness. Never mind. Aha, how are things going for you? Hang on a minute. Yep, Aha's not here right now. Oh, in that case, Kurt. Have you dug through any more hills recently?
No, I am about ready to actually add some trains to this monstrosity. I was just looking through the list to see which one to pick.
Yeah, that's always a consideration when you're playing with a load of mods like this. Luckily, though, this particular game hasn't got as many mods as my Series 13 game. That's got a lot of mods. And we did a viewers game recently with all of those mods in. And what did we do? No, I need to move that bridge. We're going to have a video next week, actually, with the highlights from that event, and it's going to focus on my struggles trying to create one railway line from Newark to Rotterdam. And funny enough, the story is, after I then went on the journey, I actually nearly didn't get home again from Rotterdam. I nearly got stuck. Which wouldn't have been fun, getting stuck without any supplies and with only enough like clothes and things for one night. I only went for one night. I spent like one daytime in Rotterdam itself. The rest of the time was just travelling. No burger was had because of the train. I know. It's all the train's fault is why I didn't have my burger. Yeah. So I think I'm going to have to try and figure out... Oh, no, I don't want to... Oh, I haven't been doing one-way signals. Oh, no, are they all not one-way? Oh, I hope some of them are one-way and I just didn't see them. No, they're not all one-way. I need one-way path signals, but these metro signals are so tiny you can barely see it. Give me more pixels, please. Did I make that mistake on the other one? No. No. Okay, so sometime between doing this hub and the other hub is when the signals went wrong. That's fine. I fixed it now. Oh dear. The train, yeah, train stole my burger. A DJ Egg got a burger at a different restaurant, that's true. Wouldn't surprise me if they adopt a picker tool to trunk next update. I haven't seen that in the features list. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Of course, I don't know everything, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it listed. Right, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to actually follow this line, put a bridge next to that bridge, and then go diagonally up to here. We're going to take this line out of there, just do a little bit of smoothing on the edge of that hillside. There we go, almost. There we go, that's better. And metro off that way. Now, let's see. How can I connect this up nicely? Well, I could bring this... Oh, it hits a steel mill. Well, if I bring it out as far as the steel mill, then round that hill... Oh. I think I still crashed into the back of the steel mill. I actually failed to go to get fast food on a completely different occasion. On the same trip. So I went to... I got up in the morning thinking, oh, you know what? I'll nip to like McDonald's or something, just so I can have some relatively cheap food that I'm familiar with, that I can get quickly, so that I can then get on with the rest of my day and go meet everybody. But unfortunately for me, both the McDonald's in Rotterdam don't open until it was like 9 o'clock. And I was a little bit stunned by that, because in the city near where I live, they're open 24 hours. I'm just used to there always being a McDonald's open. How can we do this nicely? Or we can not do it nicely and just have a crossover. Let's try that and see what happens. Right, which one's that supposed to go into? Double crossover. I'm getting my lines are getting a bit weird over here, Kurt. How's things going for you?
Yeah, not too bad. I got 2 in, so the trains are starting to go between them. Just waiting for the passenger numbers to ramp up. I might have to do a bit of a service to the stations. I've spread them a bit, but passenger numbers need to go up before it's really going to start making money, I think.
Right, okay. Yeah. What's this? Lazy McDonald employees. So they can take it in turns, right? There we go. Right. So... yeah, I'm just so used to being able to go into... like, pretty much... oh, I think I've made a mistake. Oh, no, that's a crossover. There we go. I hadn't made a mistake, I just hadn't built the rest yet. There's a difference. Everything get off my screen. There we go.
I'm not sure we're really adding to the operating profit today.
Well, I've built so much stuff. And
Well, speak for yourself.
I've had 0 trains added.
Last year my trains made 88k.
Yeah. Got a narrow gauge railway in the year 2060, and it's actually making money. That in itself is an achievement.
And it's probably making more money than your sophisticated lines because they actually have trains running.
Yes, that's it. Yes,
true,
I have 0 stuff going on right now. I have just finished the second hub, so there we go. I used to work what we used to know as the graveyard shift. Yeah, I had a place where I worked at. It wasn't fast food, but it was. We had very early and very late shifts, and they used to rotate around. But I had an agreement with somebody else in the team that we always took each other's shift when it switched. So I only ever had the earlies, and they only ever had the lates, which meant I got up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning, you know, went to work, did my shift, and then I was home not long after lunch, and I had the rest of the day to myself. I could have an early night and, you know, play some games, play some World of Warcraft, maybe a bit of EVE Online, go to bed, and, you know, I would very often have a lot of the afternoon to myself. Not sure why you need to cross the lines over. I don't need to at all. I mean, really, I should put a bridge in. Oops, that's not the bridge button. There we go. Bridge. Are you happy now? I can't put a bridge here because of the angle of the track. If you do it for too long, your company could go bankrupt. Well, let's have a look at the operating profit there. Oh, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah. I mean, I have worked... Well, have I worked in fast food? I don't think I would call it fast food. I worked at a like a cafe in a park, and my job mostly in that cafe was to cook food. So I would work on the hot plate, cooking, you know, fry-ups and toast and omelettes and things like that. And that was where I invented the womlet. It wasn't that slow. Right, how am I going to connect these together? I have no idea at the moment. I might need to use some bridges on the metro because these are going to have to start moving diagonally. We're going to name this hub. Let's name this hub. And then we'll do the micro landing giveaway. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, right. I should enter that, please, shouldn't I?
Yes. You haven't got long. Let's see what we got here. There's currently 10 people in the giveaway. So if you enter that now, you've got a 1 in 11 chance of winning it. Yes. One of the warehouses you worked in was 4 PM till 1 AM. Horrible shift. That does sound like a potentially difficult shift. Having said that, right, if you can cope with going to sleep at 1 AM and then waking up at like 9, you've got a massive chunk of your day available free to do stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh, yes. Let's spin the wheel then. So where's the wheel? Let's find the viewer plus subscribers. And let's find out who we're going to name this hub after. And hopefully it won't be one of the same people again. We do have regular viewer plus subscribers that are often in the live streams. But we've got a big list of people here to choose from. But we've also got a big list of people in game who we've already named after something after in the game. So, oh, there was Steerpipe Sister. DJ Egg. I think we already have DJ Egg. I'm pretty sure we have it with DJ Egg. Let's go to the sign list. DJ Egg. Oh, I can just use a search. Egg. Yes, there's the high-speed extension. So as per my current rules, I'm going to respin this one because Egg's already in the game. But I'm not going to keep respinning it. So if it's a duplicate again, that's it. We're not having it. Yes. Gerard says, I used to work nights at Asron Produce. It was okay as long as the neighbours won't be noisy during the day. Ah, yes. Yes. Being able to sleep when you're on a dodgy shift is something that must be quite difficult. Some of us on the wheel twice because you have multiple subs, that's true. Laura Lil. We have almost certainly got Laura Lil in the game. Oh my goodness. Actually, there's a few signs for Laura Lil, but most of them are what Laura Lil added when they were working out what was going on. The other thing, that's right, chat, is Laura Lil's loops. It's over here. So this is the one with the smiley face in it for some reason. And this, I believe, was your construction, Kurt, right?
Yeah, apart from the smiley face.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Apart from the smiley face. Oh, the sawmill moved over here. So, yeah, this is the loop that you first made. And I made a couple of modifications to it to reduce the chances of it clogging up.
Yep.
And it was only 2 very small modifications. I added a bypass on 2 of the arms so that they didn't have to turn right 3 times. In 2 directions, they can just turn left.
And you also got rid of some signals.
Oh yeah, I did a little bit on the signals, but that was like a little less important. Jason said, years ago, I worked graveyard shift alone at 2 different fuel stations, both in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I used to do the early shift at that tech job, and I don't think I've done really late shifts or anything. The closest that you'd get was I worked on a bar while I was at college and uni, and sometimes you'd be like working the bar on a wedding, and the wedding would go on to like 2 or maybe even 1 a.m. No, not 2. It wouldn't go on to 2. Maybe midnight or 1 a.m., right? But then after that, you're still kicking people out. You're still cleaning all the glasses. You're still tidying up. And you had to stay till the end to help lock the place up as well. So it would be like 2 a.m. when I left the building and started working my way home. So, yeah. So, Laurelil's got their name in the game again. And I don't think it's far from Laurelil Loops either. Yeah, so Laurelil's Loops is just up here, and then a little bit further south, we've got the Laurelil Hub. So let's get that in there. The Laurelil Hub. Fantastic. You've never had a formal night shift, huh? I suppose the closest things I've had to full night shifts is when I had to look after the little one, who wouldn't sleep great for the first 2.5 to 3 years of his life. That was tough times. Compared to my daughter, it was real tough. Like my daughter would, kids take a little while to figure out how to sleep, and they get their routines. And somebody's been doing some bribing.
Oh man,
Not me.
Kurt got find out.
so did the first click as well.
Oh, it's always the first click, isn't it? Because then you're not allowed to do any more clicks. And things like sleep regression and stuff happens for some kids, but my son is just basically just constantly bad sleep. I would say for roughly, because obviously when they're a baby, they sleep most of the time and they wake up a bit and stuff. But from kind of like early toddler till nearly 3 years old, he would wake up in the night probably like 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 times a night.
6, 7.
Yep. And you'd have to, and you'd be up and down, and you'd have to stay in the room and settle him again, and horrible times in terms of sleep. Obviously lovely other things, but in terms of sleep it was horrendous. Right, so I have successfully contributed pretty much nothing to the network right now, but I have set up 2 hubs. Now these hubs aren't delivering any Fox's incomplete junction. They're not delivering anything yet in terms to the main station. I think I might have to connect them together first. That sounds like torture. It kind of was. And what you got to remember is that even though me and my wife were sharing the burden of dealing with those nighttime disruptions, when you're in a house and you got the baby monitor on and stuff, it still disrupts the other person, right? So it was tough. It was tough. I don't know what the next phase is, folks. What do you reckon the next phase is? Shall I try and get some trams in these towns? Do they still hate me? Yeah, they still think I'm appalling. I think I'm going to have to bribe them. What do you think, everybody? Oh, you know what? I said we were going to do the wheel, and then we were going to do the giveaway. So let's do the giveaway. So, who's going to win? There's been 16 people. Is it still 16 people? Yeah, it's still 16 people. So everybody gets a 1 in 16 chance, and the winner is Crunchkey. Congratulations, Crunchkey. Yeah, I did have some people wondering why I knew what it was before it shows up on the screen. What you can remember is... Oh, no, this is what I was going to show you. Let me see if I can get a screenshot of that. So, on the admin giveaway page, when I click the button, it picks the winner and tells me. So, let's see if I can show this on my screen. So, if we go cam 1, and then I grab this image, and I go to here. Wait a second for it to load. There we go. So this is some of the back end of the giveaways. Oh my goodness, that's massive. I didn't mean to show it that big. You can't really see anything. There we go. So you can see that I've got controls of giveaways for live giveaways, monthly giveaways. You can start a new monthly giveaway and it lists the current monthly giveaways. But you can see after I selected the winner, it comes up here and says the winner is, and it tells me at the top of the screen. And that's where I'm reading it from, rather than the OBS preview. There we go. So there you go. You need to make sure you claim your prize within 25 days, otherwise your prize gets added back to the prize pool. Why didn't that button work? There we are. We're back. We're back in OpenTTD. Right. Yeah. I nothing to see here, honest. Oh no. Or was that the bribing that was happening? I don't know. What we should probably do, while I remember, is build a statue of the company owner in all of these places. Because that's something that we do want to do, and I will forget. There we go. Statue of company owner. And for those people who don't know, it's because it gives you a station rating bonus of 10%. Now, what station was that originally? Oh, no. Hang on. That's the Andy Holt hub. Okay. Default. Drinding head south. Okay, we've done that one already. Okay, let's put it back. Right. Hold hub, not Holt. Now, one of the things we haven't got here is the ability to accept passengers. So we might have to add like a steel mill or something to try and get the passengers accepted. I mean, we've got the money, so industry, fund new industry, steel mill, fund. Only one allowed per town. Okay, we've already got steel mills. What about... Oh, we can't do primary industries. Sawmill. Okay, so there's one sawmill. There's two sawmills. There we go. 2 sawmills did the job. I can never remember how many sawmills you need in the coverage. You can use the land area information tool to find out. So you need a score of 8. Oh no, it's under construction, so it's not going to tell us. Let's find another one. Where's another sawmill? Well, this one's gone, hasn't it? Out of... Okay. Oh, there we go. So you need a score of 8. So that one is 0. That one is 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, so each sawmill supplies 5 worth out of the 8 for the requirement of passengers. So 2 sawmills is going to get you 10 out of 8. So 2 sawmills will get you passengers. So on the other side, where's the other side gone? I should really get like a viewport or something. Oh my goodness, it's quite big now. Oh no, that's not it. That's my... Oh my goodness, that's overflowing with iron ore again, isn't it? Throw some more trains at that. In my defense, it was nearby. Right, so this accepts nothing. There's already a steel mill over there. So let's go fund new industry. Can we get a steel mill in down here? No, 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 no. Right, we're going to have to try and get sawmills in again. 1 sawmill there. No, no, no. Oh no, won't let me build more sawmills. I can't remember if power stations help. Where's a power station? There's a power station. Land area information. No, no. A 1? Okay, so power stations give 1. Oh my goodness, we might struggle here. So 5 plus 1 is 6, and then we need something with 2. No, I think I'm going to struggle. Depends how many power stations it'll let me fund. Well, there's 1. Okay, that's 1. There's 2. And it won't let me do a steel mill. I don't know what that was, but it's closed down. I'm not even sure that's in complete coverage anyway. Oh, it is in the coverage. Okay, they're both in the coverage. So that we've got 6 out of 8. Is supplying passengers enough to keep these open, or do you need to supply them with wood, coal, and... Yeah, you don't supply them with passengers. They don't require passengers. The station will accept passengers, but you're not actually supplying the industry with passengers. So they may close down. Yeah. Does an oil refinery accept passengers? Potentially, but they can only be built near the edge of the map, so I can't build them. So that's no, no, no. 1. 2. So 2 of the squares accept our passengers. Have you placed the HQ? Yeah, we got the HQ somewhere. Where is the HQ? View HQ. Oh, it's in the middle of Laurel's loops, next to the big smiley face. I don't think Kurt put it there. I have no idea who put the HQ there. Yeah. Chat says, neat that the oil refinery, for the oil refinery, passengers are in these squares that have offices. You know what? I didn't notice that. Replace the HQ? I don't know. Maybe. We'll figure it out. I just realised as well, I was hoping to do passengers and mail. I'm not going to be able to do mail, am I? That's unfortunate. Never mind. Let's check in. Let's check in here with our players. Aha. How is your railway coming along?
All good. I'm just about to connect another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stations.
Oh my goodness, you've got a really interesting bit that goes right through the middle of the hillside there. That's pretty cool. I like that. You've got a bunch more stations. Are they on the other side? Oh, right, yes. Oh, and you've gone down the coast a little bit as well. You have got some build speed on you there, haven't you?
I'm trying.
That is a lot of narrow gauge which has been done there. You think move the HQ so it access passengers? Yeah, that is a possibility, but I would prefer not to move the HQ. Yeah. That is quite a long piece of narrow gauge that you've got going. Like, you haven't just gone round hills or destroyed them. You've been using a bit of tunnels and stuff as well. Do you often play and build this sort of network, or is this something more new that you've been trying?
Occasionally. I think the first time I tried like a super chill narrow gauge was actually on the community server like 1 or 2 instances ago, but yeah, I do like a mix of very competitive things and some very not competitive things.
Yeah. There are quite a few different styles of gameplay, aren't there? Even within the traditional sense of the gameplay of OpenTTD style, there are still like styles within it. So some people go pure kind of, they try and make it look very realistic. Some people only care about profit. Some people care about efficiency rather than outright profit. And there's quite a variety, which I think is quite nice, and people can enjoy the game in different ways. And some people can just build giant things that cut through the hillsides. Where is it? Oh my goodness! Right. So Kurt, you've got your lines going in 2 other directions now.
Yeah, I'm just hooking up the 4th one.
Yeah, I just saw a vehicle
3,
shoot through and another one shoot through. Oh, they are using the inner bits. Okay. I mean, I'm not 100% sure how it's working, but it does seem to be working.
They do, yeah, they do make some good patterns. So I think I've got trains going from each of the 3 stations so far to each of the other 3 stations, or the other 2 stations in there.
Yeah.
And then this one is just doing the last one where it's going to be trains going from this one to the other 3 stations and back again. So it should be starting to ramp up the amount of trains going around this thing, and then it's going to be working out if I can get some more connections to it.
I'm trying to figure out here if some of these bits are completely redundant.
Maybe.
But I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it. I'm not sure. It's making my brain hurt. You think you should name the junction Kurt's Hectic Junction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be Kurt's Corner.
Yeah. Oh, use the tunnel trick to grow from the growth video to get a house near the town station. That's a brilliant idea, Striber Fox. Was it you that said that? Let me quickly check. No, I read the wrong one. It was Freitag. Sorry about that, Freitag. Yes, we should try and grow one of these towns and put a tunnel in with a road so that houses appear on the other side and that are in the coverage, and then that means it's fine and we will get loads of buildings. The only problem is that A, it needs to be on grid, and B, we'd need to be able to build things in the town in the first place. We're in a town that won't hate us. Because they all hate us right now, I think. To get it to grow. So, this town thinks we're appalling. So I'm going to bribe them until we're poor. Then, I'm going to go in with some trams. And we're going to put 1 tram there, 1 tram there. Ooh, 1 tram there, and 1 tram there. That's going to get things going a little bit. That's a clever idea. We need to use that trick more often. Because it's not just for city growing. It's exactly for this purpose as well. I do need to try and get a tunnel in, though. Oh, it's going to have to be a double down tunnel. Because it's on a hill, I think. Ooh, this could be challenging. Although I could just like lower the land in that area by 1, and then it might be okay. So let's fix these bits. There we go. Right, let's get things going before the town hate me too much. New vehicles. Oh, that's a road vehicle building. I need trams. Tramway construction. Ding ding. There we go. Get the tram tracks in. One of the things I enjoyed was working with the trams in OpenLoco. That was quite nice. And I tried to do some transfers, and it wasn't. I didn't think it was going to work. But I tried it anyway, and no, I turned out I was right, and it just wasn't going to work how I wanted it to, which is a bit of a shame. But never mind, eh? Right, let's let that vehicle out in a second. I want another new vehicle. I'm going to get one going around the other way. There we go. Off they go. A house will build in the slope. Well, what we need to do is figure out where we can... Like, I'm going to have to dig the centre of town out here, I think. But they won't like it. I mean, we can do it here. And put a zigzag in, I think. Where does that tunnel go? No, not that. Must be a road tunnel. So that road tunnel just disappears across the universe. Yeah, I can't get it in there. Oh my goodness. Wrong key combination. we're going to have a tunnel kink. So let me try it. So we do a tunnel to here. That's a train track tunnel we do. Oh no! Oh, no, it's alright, moderators. I don't think any of them were watching. And then we go down. And I might have to move some of this metro track to get this how I need it. We need to go across 3. So 1, 2. What? How's it on 3 already? I don't remember making that many mistakes. There we go. Right, so that's where the next tunnel wants to be. Here. And then it goes all the way up to somewhere over there. Tunnel. There we go. Not quite sure what I'm going to do about the metro here yet, but okay. Can I not get... What? Why won't that flatten? Oh, there we go. Fixed it. So where are we on the grid now? So there's a road going in here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that works out quite nicely, actually. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it won't go around that corner. Oh, it will go around that corner, it just won't be neat. I don't think I've done this in the best of places. You haven't started the locomotion giveaway? Well, let's do that right now then. Head out to portal.masterhellish.net to take part in the locomotion giveaway, everyone. Right, there we go. So the town should expand down here now, which will be in the coverage of this, and then hopefully we can have passengers and mail. Yeah. Oh, only 29 likes to the target. Well, everybody needs to like the stream right now then. Did I get a notification that these trams were stuck? No, I don't think so. So then what we can do is we can force... We can try and force the algorithm down certain paths by stopping the roads from being built any further. And that should help it go down onto that tunnel. Out this way and down there. But also again, let's buy the land around here. And stop it. Okay, now I've bought all the land. We need to fix the metro. I think this metro can still go across here like this. There we go. Not too difficult to sort that out. Let's get the signals in. I don't know if that's definitely going to work, but we'll give it a try. And we'll try at the other end now to do the same thing. So we want to expand a town somewhere down here. Ideally, we want... Actually, this road here would be perfect. We can go down there, straight under this, and then up somewhere around here. I don't know if that's in alignment. Let me check. Yeah, that's in alignment. But then we need to know the road polarity over there. No, that doesn't help. Is there a nearby road? Yep. Oh, there we go. Yes. So, according to my calculations, that should be it. Right on that piece of road. Oh, no. We don't want trains. I need to get my shortcut key back. My shortcut key to be able to go to the road auto tool. I love that shortcut. Does anybody else use that shortcut? There we go.
I just have it bound to A, so if I'm on the road construction, it works.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're not on road construction.
Yeah, that would be nice, actually.
Yeah, I think I might bind that now. There we go. Right, Get the road in. I've blocked myself in terms of trams a little bit, I think, but let's see if we can... Okay, I'll just have to do a slightly different pattern when it comes to trams. Why not tunnel in from both towns? You mean from 2 different towns? I mean, you could do more than 1 town. Maybe 1 town would be enough, I don't know. Oh, the towns still hate me, I forgot about that. Local authority. Bribe. Bribe, 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 bribe. Okay. Lots of bribing happened, and we're fine. So we're going to go there, we're going to go there, here, and here. And then we're going to connect up all of these places. Put a turnaround in there and go this way. There we go. Of course. Tram stop there. New vehicle, tram. Tram to go round. That one, that one, that one, that one. And then another tram to go the other way around. Go. Oh, which way around did I just do? I did this one, then that one. I did clockwise. It's anti-clockwise then. There we go. And we can send both of those trams on the way and go in here and do fun new buildings. I could move that tunnel entrance. I could move that tunnel entrance. I'm not going to, though. Right. Where are we? I'm getting quite used to scrolling backwards and forwards. Now, in this town, we're going to go fun new buildings. Town's growing every 154. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't block off the edge of town with the signs. So, let's do that on this side. And we're not just going to do these 2 hubs, I don't think, connect them together. I think we're going to probably have a few more, maybe. Depends if next week other people want to help me with my hubs. Maybe it should be a hub helping live stream. Get some volunteers to come and help with that. But where... Oh, yeah, I need to purchase some land. To try and stop... That's the sign. I don't want a sign. I want landscaping and purchasing. There we go. We don't want the town to extend its roads. We want the town to try and grow within the roads and then go through the tunnel. And hopefully we'll get some towns growing, and it'll be really good. They now think I'm very poor, though. Right, let's check in. We'll see how Kurt's getting on with their particular bit. Kurt, I see you've been making some modifications.
Yeah, well, I realised that actually all the trains were just going around basically the square around the outside, and not really using much else apart from the inner square, the outer square. Everything else didn't really have anything on it. So I thought I'll take the outer sections off to see what happens.
Yeah.
But then that's also, it doesn't seem to be too bad, apart from some trains have been breaking down in the middle of it and just causing a bit of a backlog. Yeah. But then doing so has given me sort of access to add in some more spokes to join it without ruining the signal placement and causing train length 6s not to be able to fit in the areas anymore. So I'm just putting in some on the edges to show this is where the next 4 could come into it.
They do seem to be breaking down quite a bit. I wonder what their maximum reliability is.
When I bought them, they were 90-odd%, but...
Yeah.
Well, is that 60s?
Egg says it needs a middle octagon. I'm not sure about that.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Just do one for laughs.
Yeah, if I just come in here and go, nah, does that like just completely mess up the routing of a load of these trains? It probably does. I don't know, actually. Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. So, as long as it's still got long enough length?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's got a long enough
They
length,
would
that's
fit
for
there.
sure.
Yeah, they would fit there. Yeah.
But would that make things worse or better? I mean, it's easy to remove again, isn't it? So let's put some in.
Yeah.
Let's experiment.
It's like it's not crazy enough, is it not, Silpho? So
There we go. So now we've got the middle bits in. What's happening now? How are the trains moving around? Are they moving very differently? I don't think they are. I think they're just snaking through the network. There's been a bit of a slowdown, and I'm wondering if this clears, whether it would then stay clear because of just the speed that they're hurtling through. But they do seem to be mostly just waiting for each other patiently and moving through the whole thing. Yeah. Set a depot so they can service as needed. I think depots in this place could be dangerous because you would get vehicles going the wrong way just so they could service. I think it's starting
I had hoped that
to free up a little bit.
like with the speed of them, that just where I got the services would be enough for.
I think it
the
should be. I think we're just unlucky
Yeah.
that a couple of them broke down. Yeah, there's not as many in. I mean, you've got a lot of trains moving in backwards and forwards, right? How many you got here? See, you've got various different groups, like 17 trains going to Wenfing Way Woods. I have no idea if they're exactly the same 17 trains that are also going to one of the other locations, although that's got 16 trains. So
No, each of the trains only has 2 destinations in it.
right, okay. It's weird then. You've got one train on its own somewhere.
Oh, he's just parked, so I could just easily clone him later.
Oh, is that all? Where's it parked?
Suttown train depot.
Oh.
He's just there, so I could just basically, once I've got the other lines in, I don't
What?
have to wait for something to zoom past to
Oh,
try
yeah,
and clone it. I can just go.
Hurtling across the screen at 3,000 mile an
Yeah.
hour, and you go, oh, click back, oh, it's gone. Before you know it, you deleted your game save. What's going on over here? There's a lot of digging around happening around this town. Did you purchase land or something? Grow trees? Aha,
Yeah,
what are
trees.
you up to at Great Henthill?
I mean, I saw how your bribing at times went, so
Oh, so you remove the
I was
trees
destroying
and
the
place
trees,
new
yeah.
trees. Okay. Are you using the City Mania client or something?
nope. I just didn't have anything in the city, so I destroyed all of the trees.
Ah, right, okay. There are some clients, modified clients, which allow you to sweep over a large area, and it won't try and destroy like town buildings and stuff. It is to destroy loads of trees.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic feature. Though
Yeah.
there's currently a bug in City Mania that doesn't default the power funding to 0. So if you join a server, it gets a random value. So joining here would probably just cause the client to spend like absurd amounts of money on advertising campaigns.
There's yes, we as far as I'm aware, none of the alternative clients are currently patched up to date with the books removed. But there we go. Oh, cool! This town's starting to grow now. Once every 154 seconds. I mean, it's not going great, but all of a sudden it will just pop and go. So, right, I have the main hubs in. I've got the metro lines, the stations. I've started putting trams in some of the towns. We've started doing the tunnel technique to try and grow a little bit next to the station. We tried to use industries on this occasion, but it didn't work. It did on the other side. And something that we're having problems with, or I'm having problems with now, is I've got no depots. So we're going to have to start adding some depots in on the metro line. I think just on the line double depots will do. What do you reckon, chat? on the line double depots, not forced. What do you think about that? Do you think on a metro line that's not going to have many trains going through it? Because the throughput from metro comes from the actual large amounts you can get in the carriage, right?
Oh yeah, you would be surprised by how often it's just totally fine to have depots on the line.
Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go back to metro. And just before each station, we'll have an optional double depot there. And then I'll just look for opportunities to get optional double depots in where it's not going to have too much problems with kinks. I think maybe over here as well. Yeah. So then I'll just go around and do the other ones. You don't want depots straight after a station. You do want to leave a gap after a station, because then they could go through the station looking for the depot and then miss the station. I think I put these depots too close. Let's have a look. Yeah, these ones are too close. Let's move them to here. Now before, it doesn't matter. It's after you've got to worry. Yeah. And also the trains are short. Yes. So, oh, these two lines are right next to each other, so that makes it more difficult to get some good depots in there. But what I will do is I will put... We can't bridge over depots, can we? So I will make a little tunnel here. And then we'll have a double depot up here. There we go. Nothing wrong with that. Job's a good one. So that's depots on that one, and that one. Let's do some on this one. Sometimes this sort of thing, going around and just making these adjustments, can be quite relaxing. Oh, I can't get a double depot in there because of the vac tube. Although that is also after the station. We want to have it over here, so that's okay. Especially when you've done a lot of the thinking and you're just going around filling it in. It's almost like, does anybody do, and here's something that maybe nobody does. Anybody do paint by numbers? Like adult drawing by colour by numbers or paint by numbers? Because I know they exist. I've seen them being sold places, I think. Pretty sure. But I've never seen anybody do them. Jamal the Pizza Gear says the wife does religiously. The reason why I bring it up is because it must be quite relaxing to do something where you're doing with the absolute minimum of thinking, right? Maybe? I'm not sure. It's just a theory. It's just a thought. But I don't know. Maybe that's why I try and play PUBG sometimes. Oh no, I can't get a double depot in on this diagonal. Oh, maybe I can actually. We can do a horrible one. Yeah, let's do horrible double depots. There we go. You don't deserve these double depots. I'm not sure if diagonal double depots work very well like that, but there we go. They're in anyway. Yeah. Power Washer Simulator fulfills that niche for you. Zone out game. Okay, okay, so follow-up question on that, and this is one that more of chat will probably relate to. What is your zone out game? What game do you like to play to zone out to? I'm genuinely interested to know that. I just put that right after the station. Do you have one,
I used to play Civ like that.
You played Civ like that? Surely not.
That's hardcore to do that.
I mean, vanilla Civ, it's not mechanically complicated.
I mean,
after
I'm just going off a guess. I've never played a I've never had a proper game of Civ before in my life.
Yeah, if you're not playing on the highest difficulty where the AI just gets absurd bonuses, then it's actually pretty chill.
Okay. Let's see what the rest of chat have to say about this. Oh, here we go. I remember Can you remember those sequin and needle kit things you can get? Yeah. So Terraria, Minecraft, Truck Simulator, Satisfactory. Satisfactory, really? And Jamal said Civ. Oh, a couple of people are actually saying OpenTTD. Fair enough. I suppose it depends on your playstyle, doesn't it, eh?
Yeah, Civ is a good background for podcasts because it doesn't have to focus on the game if you're like somewhat proficient.
Wingspan, Stormworks, Civ again. Zone Out on Civ. Wow, Civ is one of the popular ones. Satisfactory's in there again. Escape from Tarkov, says Mr. Bal. I've never played that game. Devil's Gardener says, I don't have time to zone out. See, that's a whole different question. I sometimes wish I had more zone out time. But when you've got young kids and a family and a full-time job, all those sorts of responsibilities, it can take all of your zone out time.
Well, I would say for us two, back in the day, it was probably Diablo 2.
Diablo 2 back in the day.
We sunk so many hours into that in the early 2000s.
Well, yeah, but was that your chill game? Would you play that to get away from all the other busyness of your games and things? Yeah.
I think it's because we were just got to a level where you weren't really in any trouble about going to die or anything. You could just sit there and just spam click and give yourself RSI, in your wrists and stuff.
Natural building. Yeah. I'm not sure I have a real good zone out game for me. I do have games that I play in my downtime a little bit, but I don't think I would call any of them zone outs. No, I don't think I would. Right then, let's do. We've spoke to our two guests a little bit about what they've been up to, and Kurt is continuing his craziness, which we can see next door to what we're up to. But I have now created a terminus station that has 2 sets of 3 dual platforms. And it also has 6 metro Ro-Ros, which feed individual lines into 6 individual cities around it. One of those cities has got trams to get the city to start growing, and a tunnel network which hopefully will deliver buildings to our hub. And in addition to that, I've done exactly the same thing on the other side of the world with the Laurel hub. We've got a town that should be growing quite a bit, tunnel connected, 6 metro lines going to towns around the outside. So at this point I'm now thinking I don't want to try and connect these lines up tonight, right? I think the connecting up maybe should be at the beginning of next stream. Or do you think I should have another hub or 2 before we get there? Now, obviously, I need to try and get trams in all of these towns, but it was almost impossible to get it in one of them because of our ratings. What was our rating? Good. Now, something that we could try and do is we could try and have trams go to... Not trams, monorails. Not monorails. I get the word in a minute. We can get the metro to use to start using these towns and collect people and start dumping people at the mega station. That's going to probably make the rating to the mega station terrible, but I don't think I care about that. 2 more hubs, says Thomas. I'm not sure we have the time for that. Maybe if next week's volunteers, the 2 people that join me, will assist with the creation of the hubs, the metros, and the trams, and we work together as a team. I don't know if there's any people that'd be interested in volunteering for that. Because if that's the case, let's go into the map of the world and try and have a look and see where they might go and what's going on. So, here we go. There's the map of the world. And you can just see down here one of the hubs. And the other one is over there. They're not massive in the grand scheme of the world. You've sank far too many hours into Stellaris. Yeah, but is that a game that you like to play and think about, or is that your chill out game? Because what games you like and what is your chill out games? Two different questions. So yeah, let's see. I think if we're trying to get 2 more hubs in, we should probably... Oh, there's not a lot of room, is there? There is not... I mean, especially in this southern quadrant down here. I was looking maybe around here, or around here, or around here. The problem is it's relatively close to this one, and I don't want to get too close. There's a lot of big towns around here and there. It's kind of like already been done, right? I think maybe instead of trying to get one in this area, we should maybe try and get one over here and one over here or something like that. So this area here is, to me, screaming out for one. I think that would be really good because there's a collection of towns on flat-ish land where there's space. Maybe here as well. And then you've kind of got this kind of like square of them, something along those lines. So let's try and make a note of those 2 places. So one of them was, I think, here. Yeah, this would be good. There's a nice big space. So we'll put a note in here. Where is it? Or should we put the station in and then worry about the rest later? Yeah, let's put the station in and worry about the rest later. So let's get it in this area. So vac, and this one has to be 1 shorter. So we were doing 12 by 14. So there's one of the hubs. Put one in the middle of the map. Maybe we could do one in the middle of the map as well. And then, where was the other one? Let's have a look. Map of the world. It was roughly here. Ah, yeah, this works. We'll put one there. And again, it's 14 by 12. I suppose so I know what I'm doing, I should probably also put the metro in. So, there we go. And in case an industry gets built like right next to it, I should probably buy the land around it so that we can work on it properly. So, there we go. There's one of them. And let's see if I can remember where the other one was. It's probably quite... Oh, there it is. I mean, that one's got an industry relatively close already. I'm not sure if one in the middle of the map would be a good idea as well. We'll have to see what the rest of chat think about that. So there's the metro platforms going in. And then we can go back to VacTube and use the British station set to put the ramps on. And the buffer stops. And we'll do the same over here. It's easier to see when you've purchased all the land around it. Buffer stops. And then ramps. There we go. It's going to be good. Looks like some trains are stuck. Yeah, there's some train. Oh, hang on a minute. No, they're proper stuck. Oh. Kurt.
Is it the roundabout?
It's happened again.
Shoot.
It might have been my fault. Adding those extra bits might have actually caused the problem. It looks like that.
Which one's causing it?
Well, there's nothing on the exits. They all just came straight into. No, it's Deadlock. They all just came straight into the middle at the same time. And got.
Something's got to be able to move out.
No. And they all got stuck by each other's line at the same time. Deadlock.
Well, it had a good one.
Like that. Now, there is easy ways around that. You can just shove a depot in the middle. I'm not sure, but maybe removing the bits that I put in may or may not help. I don't know. People think it might be the inner spokes. We've only got 18 likes to go until we get to the target there. Oh, interesting. Well, everybody better like the live stream. Right, to resolve the issue, or at least temporarily, I'm going to give you a hand. Because I think if you just fix one of these bits...
It should start to flow again.
Indeed.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. I've got a train come down this line that I haven't even finished building yet. That's...
Is that the train crash moment?
Is this the train crash moment? I don't think so. It might be.
I haven't got any signals down this stretch yet because I didn't think any trains would be trying to come down here, but something's trying to come down here.
Oh, we've got a train that's waiting at a signal. Oh my gosh, they're all waiting at a signal. That one's going backwards and forwards like crazy. Okay, hang on a second. If I... No, I can't build the track while the train's there. I didn't even make them double depots, which would have probably helped the situation. See, now it's not Deadlock. Now it's just a queue. Yay! I think I did it without a train crash. Oh yeah, and we need to remove the inner diagonals. Yep. Oh, it nearly deadlocked again.
I might be reaching the maximum kind of throughput for this junction.
No. We're getting rid of those inner diagonals. And then I think we're going to be okay. Right, I'm going to try and remove this signal without causing a crash. And there we go. I think we're okay. Right. Let's see what happens. Football Manager. I used to like playing Football Manager games. I'm not sure I'd call it my chill out game. Because I'd analyse things way too much. Oh, actually, wait, maybe I do. Because I like to get my racing wheel out and just do driving. Like rally games. I like to go rallying on the rallying simulator on... I can't remember which rally game it is. I'll have a quick look at my Steam library and it'll tell me. No, it's not there. Finds games to test, pilot stream, foods games, land games, racing games. It is Dirt Rally 2 is the game that I sometimes play just to chill out and do a bit of driving. But that does mean getting the whole rally sim rig stuff out and then putting it all away again. Right, got rid of those inner diagonals, and maybe it'll all be fine now. So let's carry on as if it is going to be fine, and we'll see what happens. Have we got any buildings yet? No buildings in this town. Okay, fine. Local authority for new buildings. Across the world to the other side. No buildings just yet, but I don't think it's going to be massively long before we start getting them. Yes. Right, I think we need to have a bit of a look at the middle of the world to see if there's a gap to put another hub in. So let's go drawing mode again. So here we go. And remember, we've got one hub down here now, one there, and one there, right? Chat's saying we should probably have one in the middle. And you know what? There's some good opportunity for one round here, I think. So if we have one there as well. Fine, right, I'm going to build it. But I'm going to kind of cheat. I'm going to kind of cheat by adding land. Because almost exactly where I want to put it, there's a bit of lake. So now there isn't. It's gone. Now this one might need to be some sort of row rather than or a through. No, it might need to be a special sort of through station. In which case, how on earth do we add all the metro links? Let's see. Well, we'll figure it out. So we want a 12 wide. And we want it to be... The trains are 10 length. We need it to be at least 11, 12, I think, to make it look right. So I'll put that in there. I'll put the... No, we're not going to have buffer stops. We're just going to have end platforms. Oh, and before I forget, I should probably buy the land around it as well. Let's do a land purchase. Boop. There we go. Yeah. Monopoly board game with 3 computer players. Yeah. Hellish, is it confirmed that the maps in OpenTTD are on Earth? No idea. They could be on, like, a different galaxy for all I know. Right. Metro. What can we do here? This station is 12 length. We could do terminus, but that would be inefficient. Because a terminus has nowhere near the amount of throughput as a row. I don't know. I might do some more drawing. Here we go. Drawing mode, please. Why am I not getting drawing mode? Come on. There we go. So, I'm thinking if I leave... Oh, we need red for this bit. I want to leave these sections available here. We shouldn't put any metro at the ends. Right? Oh, no, I lost drawing mode. Come back here, drawing mode. There we go. So nothing at the ends, okay? Keep that free. Keep that free down there as well. Right. Now, the total width of this is currently 12. And the maximum spread is 15. So that gives me... that gives me 3. Right? That gives me 3 squares. So I could have 2 on one side and 1 on the other. Now, I remember there's more towns on this side of the station than there are on this side of the station. So if on this side I did what I did before and have my 2 4-track rows, that'll be all right. And then I can figure out how to get my other 4 stations in down here. Actually, I think I've got an idea. Let's try it. So, metro construction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like before. I'll put a bit of track in so it's easier for me to see what's going on. And these two come together. And there we go. So that's the 2 metros on this side. I was thinking, if I put these 2 metros in like I did on the other side, but then somehow have another one either like this or like that, they would have to be very sharp corners. But then how would I get the other metro lines out? I wouldn't be able to. So maybe I could do it. It's just going to require some sharp corners. Which, to be honest, is better than nothing, right? Let's give it a try. So, no, not remove track. There we go. This is where chat's like, oh my goodness, what on earth are you playing at? Think you're better doing 12 platforms of length 2 terminus metros as right angle. No, I don't want length 2. The entire rest of the network is not length 2. You know what? Doing it like this with a loop in a loop, I think will be perfectly fine. What's the length of that though? That's length 4. Yeah, that is as well. You know what? I think that'll be okay, because all we've got to do then is go out to our destinations and connect it up in the right way. What are you playing at? I'm trying to get some metros connected to a mega station. Station is 12 by 12. The double stations could go further out. The double stations could go further outside instead of inside. The total length of that is 15. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think we'll be all right. It's a turtle. I mean, turtles have tails. Okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. We've got 5 hubs then. We've got 5 hubs. 2 of them, I've figured out how I wanted to do it, and I've completely made them, right? They're there, ready to connect up, ready to roll. They've got the metro in, they've got the depots in, wherever they are. One of them is here. The tracks are connected. All I've got to do is put trams in the town and get the metros going, right? Will the metro lines be coming frequently enough that they shouldn't cross each other? I mean, here we've got a bridge. We'll probably do the same thing. Here we've got a crossover. I probably won't do a crossover in the middle one. I probably won't make the lines crossover. I'll probably use tunnels and bridges for the metros on there. Not quite sure which towns they're going to go to. Also, this vacuum tube line is going to probably crash into this town quite easily. So we might have to get quite creative about how we're going to work that out. But, so I think, 2 hubs in and 3 started / planned is not bad progress, considering I had no idea what this mega project was going to be at the beginning of the live stream. So yes, we definitely need to get those trams in first. Now, pretty soon, I'm going to be announcing the end of the giveaway for locomotion. So if you want to take part in that, make sure you head over to the portal. Whilst you guys are doing that, let's go and see what Aha and Kurt have been up to. So Aha was doing railways up in the hillsides. Let's go and check in with that. They were narrow gauge railways in the hillside. So let's see where... Ah, there they are. I've found them. So, looks like you've done a few little bits of expansion on the older lines that you put in, but they do seem to wiggle around and go all over the place. It's quite expansive. You've been extremely busy with these lines, haven't you?
Yeah, I've put a few pieces here and there. It's currently 34 stations serviced by 18 trains.
How do you know there's 34 stations in that?
I counted them.
Silly question, but yeah, there's a nice simple answer there. Wow. 34 stations added to the network with trains coming in. And what a lovely network it is. I like seeing networks like that. I mean, obviously we've got ridiculous things like the mega vac line that goes around the entire world and things like that. But it's lovely to see things like this as well and get the variety in. So thank you very much for joining us and putting in a lovely little network.
Oh, that's lovely to hear. Thank you.
And Kurt,
Yeah.
you've got some
What's
lost
that? The less
trains.
said, the better.
Well, this is interesting and visually interesting as well for, completely the opposite reasons. It's, you've gone geometric, you've gone structural, and to see them all moving around in that way is quite interesting. You have got a lot of trains that seem to be lost at the moment. I don't know if you've been making some modifications.
Yeah, well, you may have noticed the extra roundabout right in the middle now. That I've been trying to add in. So they were like, oh, we've added some in, but I realised, if we could get them to actually rotate around in the middle as well, that might free some up. But I think I maybe have not got that right yet. I've got the ins, I haven't got the outs yet.
Yeah, you just kind of all following them into the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you took a bit of... Yeah, I can see where you've got 3 bits that split down 2 different lines. One of them goes down that middle loopy bit, but then there's another bit here that you've kind of not put back, maybe? Have you missed a bit, maybe?
Potentially. As I said, I was still adding in the outs. I've got the ins, but I don't think I've got all the outs yet.
One of the ins looks like it's been disconnected and they're forced to go in only on the east side. Yeah, near where you're building. So you've got your kink where it should split. I think you meant to put it in there. But
Possibly. I'll just look back at it in a minute.
Yeah.
I may just delete it again because it might just be causing problems.
It's an interesting experiment and it's visually pleasing as well. So I'm glad you came by and delighted us with not only delighted us with your presence, but you took kind of a concept that you came in with last time. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it goes. So it's called Laurel's Loop, but Kurt built it, and it's basically one section of what you did today, with a couple of extra bits of lines going in, and you've taken that concept and you've duplicated it in some interesting ways. Yeah, can we play noughts and crosses on it? I think we have to.
Yeah.
I think let's do that now then. Right then. Who was?
No, it's all stuck.
Me and Kurt's going to play noughts and crosses. I'm right, Kurt. I don't know if you can see the stream, but there'll be a delay. So the top one, that's the north one. You got, and then the bottom's the south, like compass. Top of the screen, bottom of the screen. So
Yep.
I'm gonna go north, and I'm gonna go crosses. So there you are. I'm there. Where are you gonna go? Is he gonna go in the middle?
I'll go the next one along on the outer edge.
So which way do you want it? Do you want the northwest or northeast?
Let's go northeast.
Northeast. Okay. You've gone northeast. I like opposites, so I'm going to go in the southern one, the one at the bottom there. Which one's going to go to next, do we think? Oh, I know which one he has to go in next. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh yeah. Middle, please.
Okay. Oh, look. Well, I've got one that I have to go in now. I'm going to have to block you off there, Kurt. Sorry. I'm going to go in the in that southwest sort of corner. Chat's a bit behind the light. Middle, go middle.
Yeah, and I'll go to the west.
West, yes. I thought
West
you'd go
corner.
west. Okay. I am looking at this, and I've only got one option now. I'm gonna have to go in the east corner, because otherwise we're gonna have one there. Oh. Jamal's like, you could just play the game.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Are you going northwest or south east?
Southeast, please.
Southeast. Okay, let's put that blue one in the southeast. And of course, I've got one option left. Hang on, it's a draw. Of course, it's a draw.
You see now, I have spent time over the years, like theory playing this, and you really should never lose a game of this.
Well, it depends, right? There's two different ways of looking at it, right? So, if you get to go first, you will either win. If you're playing properly, you will either win or get a draw, depending on what your opponent does. If your opponent allows you to get 3 corners, you've won in the early game.
Yes. But you see, you went to a corner, so I knew that if I went next to you on the side, that is my defense to set up for the tie straight away.
Yeah. And you had to go for the tie, because once I had those 2 corners, you then wouldn't have been able to force the win. You wouldn't have been able to overturn it, but you can defend easily and get that tie. It's one of the most weirdest games that, like, once you know some of the basics, you know that it's almost pointless playing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
It's like,
I think it's for kids.
If you're going first, I know that basically I'm just playing for the draw.
Yeah.
And if I'm going first, I'm relying on the other person not knowing the tactics to block out for the draw and basically to win.
I've got some bad news.
Yeah, I know.
You're back in Deadlock.
I think that middle one was a bad idea.
Yeah, I think it was actually working better before you put that upgrade in.
Yep, yeah. I know, it's winning an upgrade, not an upgrade. Yeah.
What? Why is that ship stuck? It's not. What? That ship was just spinning around in circles for a minute, saying it was lost. Oh no, it has a void order. Oh.
Something closed down?
Well, no,
Oh.
I don't know actually.
Wait a minute, I took one item off this middle and it's all just... It's unclogged itself.
Yeah, Deadlocks will do that for a bit. The train's got confused. Yeah. Probably an oil rig closure. Oh, it'd be an oil rig closure. It's not... You mean an oil field? It's not very often you get that, is it? It's not very often at all. Yeah, the close down of the oil field. We've got trains here that say can't find a path to continue, but I'm pretty sure they're just working their way through this madness. Fantastic. Well, I am definitely looking forward to next time, where we're going to add those 3 hubs. We're going to grow them out, just like I did the 2 that I've built today. Connect them together and see how this big project comes out. I've got a funny feeling it's going to make a lot of money. A lot of money. But I didn't add a single train tonight. Not on that line anyway. So probably didn't really contribute much to the monies that we got going here. So the way that the rest of this is going to work is that next week I will be joined by 2 volunteers who want to help me out with my Mega Hub project, and then we're going to take a week's break. When we come back from our week's break, we will be having the finale. I have invited back every single person who has taken part in this series over the course of the past many episodes of live streams that we've done over the last, God, is it year and a half? How long have we been doing this? Well, this is stream number 40. So it's not quite a year on that, actually, but I know we've missed a couple of weeks here and there. So I bet it's been almost exactly a year, right? This has been a year mega project in OpenTTD. Now, not all of the people who have taken part over the course of the series will be available to make it and take part in the live stream. But I'm hoping most of them will be back for a pretty massive stream that week. But we still have lots of fun to do next week. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. Next week, we have our normal live streams. And then we should have a video. What date? Well, it's not next week, because next week's next week. The week after, no stream. Then the week after that. I put the dates in the season 12 chat. Okay, I put the season 12 chat. So today, Friday the 7th, is stream 40. Then you've got Friday the 14th for stream 41. So Friday the 28th will be stream number 42, and it'll be the last one. What do you mean 28th of August? Yes, 28th. I was like, what do you mean August? We haven't got that far through the year, have we? Oh, yes, we have. The year has been flying by, absolutely flying. And I've got to get flying because I'm up early in the morning and we're going to have a family day. So thank you very much. 16th of October. Oh, so what? We must have missed a serious number of episodes to go round that much. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. Crossworld Metro. Not quite. DJ says, Egg, I'll join. Yes, we need to get DJ Egg in there. We need to get Brandon in there. And everybody else has taken part in the series. That's why I got in contact with David. Yes, I've invited Tyler back. Whether everybody will have time to join, I'm not 100% sure. Bear with me a second. There we go. So we got the winner of the giveaway.
Fantastic.
And Saka. So...
Again? Oh, man.
No. That was the wheel for the name in the game earlier, for the Viewer Plus thing earlier. This is winning locomotion.
No, she won Rail State the other stream. She won,
the other stream, yeah. Well, the thing is, right, when we've had a few streams recently where we've done quite a few giveaways. So if you hang out regularly, you will win some games. There we go. And then Brandon's like, oh yeah, I can make my coal route. Fantastic. Well, I hope you have all enjoyed tonight's live stream. We did end up with around 90 likes on the stream, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Do please give it a like if you've enjoyed it. And of course, if you're relatively new here, subscribe for more trains, transport, and tycoons. But from myself and my guests tonight, it's good night. So thank you very much for all the support, everybody. Let's keep the channel growing, keep the content coming, and don't forget the new store, store.masterhellish.net. Take a look. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.